Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato. This is Democracy 3 with the brand new Electioneering DLC expansion, and things are going pretty darn good. Apart from this highway collapsing, which is going to make motorists not a big fan of us, and commuters ditto that, everything is actually going remarkably well. We're in a pretty good place financially. You know, it's not ideal, still got a little bit of a deficit, but our GDP is going up, the global economy is mostly going up, and everything is sort of looking rosy red. Yeah, like rosy red good, not rosy red bad. We are coming up to an election, which shouldn't be too challenging to win. What is really going to be the difficulty is getting rid of these last two red splodges over our next term, because our next term is going to be our last term as Prime Minister of Brexit Britain. We also need to really take the sort of challenge seriously in the next term. It's all very well, you know, just spending a little bit of time to just try and get rid of some of the problems that we've got, but now we've really got to focus on what a United Kingdom would be like outside of the European Union. And that's going to be kind of difficult. That's going to be kind of difficult on a conceptual level, but also on a practical level, and implementing that. So we'll just have to wait and see what the heck happens. We can do some... I still no idea why this fundraising thing isn't working. All of the media stunts have been done, and I don't know if they refresh anytime. Yeah, I mean, we can piss off socialists. That's absolutely not a problem for us. Yeah, like that is totally fine. That is absolutely fine with me. Yeah, I think that this is the best one, the only one that we really care about. Yeah, I think it is, you know. I think it is. And oh, it's going down an absolute treat. This is always good. This is always grand. Please, I love it when you guys like it when I talk. Makes my day. It really does. Yeah, capitalists gonna like us by 2 splodges, and the socialists are gonna dislike us by 1 splodge. Honestly, this is great because it allows us to now make capitalists happy, because it really previously was incredibly difficult to make capitalists happy. But hey ho, that's something for you. Ban animal testing. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We are running a small budget deficit that should be cleared up next turn, since our GDP is going to rise just a little bit. So, fingers crossed, that'll be okay. Socialists, yeah, you're not a fan of me. Capitalists, you are a fan of me. That's awesome. That's good. Uncompetitive economy is somewhat stalling out. We need to encourage the uncompetitive economy to disappear. Disappear, please. What can we actually do here? Education could probably do with a little bit of a boost. Technology really needs a bit of a boost. Yeah, technology really does need a little bit of a boost. Technology grants, yep, let's do this. Capitalists are actually going to be happy with this, and it's going to reduce unemployment. Good policy in my eyes. Some manifesto pledges, which we have... Turns remaining for the pledge. Yeah, we have fulfilled all of our current pledges, which is really, really good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Pretty happy with that. Raise GDP by 50%. Okay, that's fine. Toll roads are actually already quite low. I'll take the raise on prisons. That's fine. Intelligence services cut, foreign aid raised by 54. I'm gonna take GDP. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's be ballsy. We're gonna make those pledges. They might come back to bite us in the ass, but quite frankly, I'm not that bothered. Alright, well, we can't do any more media stunts. We're media stunted out. Fundraising is still somewhat bugged, and the music is somewhat a little bit too low. So there we go. Alright. 1 turn until the election. I'm confident. I'm confident, but not overly confident, I don't think. Is there any other policies that we can actually introduce right now? Also, worth noting that our efficiency with which government money is spent is increasing, and our efficiency with which taxes are raised is also increasing because our cabinet is becoming more experienced, which is quite nice. Slowly but surely, I must hasten to add. But there we go. Alright, let's go. Next turn, let's see what the heck happens. Campaign spending was 26 million apparently. I didn't know that, but there you go. Spending impact apparently is a little bit bad for us. There was the same amount of non-voters as there was people that actually voted for us. Wow. That's a little bit depressing. But hey-ho. Oh well, you know, if we have a little look at the changes, we can clearly see that we're doing wonders. Look at this, we're doing wonders. A minor budget deficit of 14 billion. Alright, that was not anticipated. Although, university grants I just deployed. How much does that cost? Costs 14 billion. There you go. That's why we have a 14 billion deficit. Just for that exact reason. That's not a problem, really. I'm not too worried. I think it's still worthwhile to do. If we want to deploy any more policy, I'm not gonna scrimp just because of the price. You know, well, I'm not gonna fucking enact a space program, but I'm not exactly that worried about pricing of it. Industrial automation, yes, this really helps productivity, so I'm gonna do it. But it also fucks around with some wages and stuff, so whatever. Anything else that we're really liking the look of here? Not really at all. No, I'm not seeing anything that's really encouraging encouraging technology to flourish. I mean, there might be a couple of things, but nothing major, I don't think. Technology colleges, some people get really annoyed about technology colleges, yeah. I mean, it's good for technology and education, but socialists really don't like it. I don't know why. I really don't know why socialists don't like that. Perhaps that's something I'm just missing, or maybe I'm just completely clueless. Who knows? This asthma epidemic really could do with ending, like, fucking now, please. Recycling is already to the max. Fucking hell. Really annoying, actually. Ban same-sex marriage. Let's allow marriages, I guess. It doesn't particularly matter. Everybody likes us, which is kind of exactly where we want to be. Okay, funding is now up, apparently. This is lovely. Apparently. Manifesto pledges. Okay, we've got to meet our current pledge. Our target of GDP is 80%. What the fuck? 80%. 80% GDP. Oh, good God. Oh, God. Oh, my. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. That's not getting fulfilled. That is definitely not getting fulfilled. That's a major problem. That is a serious problem that we've got on our hands right there. Scientific discovery. Oh, GDP is getting bumped up a little bit. That's always nice when that happens. Getting us closer to our 80% target. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah, this is alright. I'm still a little bit skeptical about how effective our cabinet is at experience. That doesn't make sense, but because effectiveness and experience are both two completely different things. But they're not very experienced. We need them to be more experienced. I would love it if they were more experienced. Unfortunately, that's the way of the world, I'm afraid, isn't it? Yeah. Uncompetitive economy, however, is drawing ever closer to perhaps just disappearing. Unemployment seems to be falling quite nicely. Industrial automation is not really going to help unemployment, but I guess it's a price that we'll be willing to pay. Look, if we can just get rid of this asthma epidemic, then that's going to really help boost productivity. Really is going to help boost productivity. I would love it if that could be possible. Please. 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 I guess we'll go and have a look at transport policies, see if there's anything else that we're really interested in. Free bus passes, that's going to reduce car usage, which is kind of nice, I guess. Electric cars initiative. Yeah, but that's kind of expensive, I guess. Yeah, we'll do this. It's not... in fact, this is actually the exact type of policy that we want to encourage. Makes the environment better, and it also decreases car usage. That's kind of perfect, actually. I don't know how long that's going to take to deploy, really, but... shouldn't be that long, right? Ban low MPG cars. Okay, well, that's fine. We can put up with it for a few turns. That's not a problem. Eventually, it'll be implemented. Uncompetitive economy. Really could do with just fucking pissing right off. Alright? It could do with fucking pissing right off. Don't need it. Do not need it. Unemployment further down the drain. That is good. That is really good. We are running a bit of a substantial budget deficit, which kind of makes me a little bit worried. But honestly, I'm not going to complain too much. Productivity should be really increasing here because unemployment is letting up. The asthma epidemic, unfortunately, has gotten a little bit worse, which means that we're going to have to fucking wait a little bit longer before productivity goes into affecting the uncompetitive economy. That's a little bit of an annoyance. But fingers crossed, if we're lucky, super lucky, then we can get rid of uncompetitive economy over the next few turns. I don't know if that's true. Build the power lines anyway. Let's do that. Let's indeed do that. Yeah, there's a fucking major budget deficit right now. Education, however, is going through the roof, which is really good. Unemployment pretty much remains static. GDP has gone down. It's nowhere near a manifesto pledge of fucking 80%, but hey-ho. Uncompetitive economy, come on! Come on! Come on, productivity is stagnating. Asthma epidemic is so close to being finished, though. It's like so close to just ending. Please, just end. Oh my god. End. So, I literally have no idea what this fundraising thing actually means. It is really weird how this is working. Perhaps it's just a bug with the early access copy that I received. Oh well. Prisons. We apparently need to bump it up a little bit. Alright, let's just fully fund it. Let's fully fund it. I mean, it's going to have a positive effect on unemployment. Well, a positive effect is in unemployment is going to go down. So I guess that's a reason to do it. How effective is my cabinet at collecting money? 94%. Is it worth, like, firing a couple of people? You're very experienced, right? And you're very effective. Your effectiveness is fucking pathetic. So is it effectiveness or is it experience that affects tax collection or whatever? I guess it must be both. Somehow. I don't want to fuck around with things too much. Yeah, but that's the first time that's really burnt me, where I've just reshuffled my cabinet and I've gone from a completely experienced team with high effectiveness to a very low experienced team with like 0 effectiveness, and that's completely fucked me over financially. Which is kind of okay. I don't know if it's something that I really like in the game, but it's just something. We'll introduce the ban. I mean, it doesn't particularly matter. Come on, asthma epidemic. Come on. Refugee crisis. This shouldn't affect things too much. Asthma epidemic is going to end. Repeat, asthma epidemic is going to end. Uncompetitive economy, if it doesn't end this turn, which I think it might, it'll be ending next turn, which is huge for us. Look, this GDP boost that it's gonna give us is kind of amazing. Kinda really looking forward to it. Yeah, uncompetitive economy. It's hurting us. It's hurting us, right? There's no doubt about that. And it's it's stopping us of getting to our goal of 80%. Yeah, because that's totally, completely achievable. 100% achievable right there. Hey, economic stability. Sometimes it's not how much the economy is growing, but how steadily it ticks along and makes all the difference. Congratulations on overseeing such stability. Okay, what is this? Asthma epidemic has ended. The Luddite riots. What the fuck? The increasing level of automation in our society has led to high concern amongst the low-skilled jobs. The result is a wave of Luddite-style violence. And that hurts productivity. Are you fucking having a giggle? Should still end, right? Should still end. Industrial automation. Let's just get rid of research grants. This is going to save us 10 billion anyway. That's fine. Cyclones. Absolutely fuck all that we can really do about cyclones. Yeah, I'm afraid. Not very much, and it's costing us 2 billion. Fucking fantastic. Great. Just what we always wanted. Cyclones in the United Kingdom. That seems completely legitimate to me. Alright, well, you know, now that we've sort of got ourselves into a decent position, and it looks like the uncompetitive economy is going to be ending, let's sort of get down to business about what the United Kingdom would be like under the European Union. And this is, or under, no, outside the European Union. That's what I meant, outside the European Union. This could go to shit quite heavily, quite fast, if we just sort of fuck around with policies and stuff. But I don't know, like, what would be the first thing? Clean energy subsidies would probably be cancelled, I would imagine. I don't really know. I mean, I'm just guessing here. Nobody knows. Nobody knows about Brexit, you know? Nobody knows about Brexit. Yeah, let's cancel this, I guess. Let's cancel it. There we go. Save ourselves a little bit of money. Agriculture subsidies, apparently they're going to be kept on even if we're outside of the European Union, so we kind of want to keep that. State housing, we've already got. Disability benefit, or unemployment benefit, we've already got. State pensions, we've already got. We'll be keeping them. Food stamps, I presume we have them, and I presume that we'll be keeping them on. And child benefit, yeah, we totally have that as well. Maybe the petrol tax would decrease. I mean, it's kind of difficult to speculate about this. Let's reject the law since we're now independent and we can do whatever we fucking want. Uncompetitive economy has ended. Oh, jeez. You have no idea how glad that I am that ended. I mean, our GDP is going up, which is kind of nice, but there we go. Positive discrimination. I am going to pass that law. We've still got a fucking honking budget deficit right now. But that's better than nothing, I guess. What have we got? 10 turns. 10 turns until the end. Yeah, you know what? I think we can play through them. I think pollution controls as well. We'd also cancel them. It is somewhat hurting our GDP as well, so we don't need to worry about that. Alcohol tax. We have an alcohol tax anyway. I mean, there's nothing specific because there's nothing that we know about the plans for Brexit. Young entrepreneur scheme. I don't even fucking know if there is such a thing as a young entrepreneur scheme, but I imagine that there probably is. A state health service. We've already got a state health service, so as far as I'm concerned, that can stick around. Our income efficiency with which is raised is determined by the effectiveness of the current chancellor. Alright. Okay, so wait a minute. The chancellor, you're telling me that the chancellor, which is this guy is super fucking ineffective. You're gonna get fired then. And you are going to be replaced by somebody who is super experienced in the job and wants it. You, right? Yes, you. There we go. That might improve our finances a little bit. Believe it or not. I think we'll have to wait until the next turn to actually see if it does, but hey-ho. Alright, what is this? Lootout riots has ended. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Poverty is up, unfortunately. Education is up, which is good. GDP is continuing to go through the roof, and technological advantage as well is fucking fantastic. This is great. Mortgage rate rises. Middle income people not liking us is actually, that's a possibility that we can lose the election, actually. I mean, there's a lot of people that are middle income, although that doesn't seem to really affect the voter intentions that much. Commuters, apparently, are fucking in love with me, which is lovely, actually, considering I shafted them so hard by introducing a whole bunch of transport policies. The cyclones really are not going to exist. Like, well, they're not going to exist. They're always going to exist. That's what I mean to say, which is the complete opposite of not existing. So that kind of sucks, but hey-ho. I mean, I don't really care about cryptocurrencies or anything like this. That's not really beef. Not really beef for me. You know, I'm pretty happy with the way that things are. I mean, legal aid. We had legal aid before the European Union, and I imagine that we'll have it after the European Union. Race discrimination laws, yeah, we have that as well. Yeah, CCTV cameras. Well, we didn't have CCTV cameras before the European Union, but I guess we will after. Yeah, so I don't know. This is very tricky, actually, trying to come up with some policies that are actually realistically ones that we have after the European Union. We are going to have to sort out our financial situation, which is something that we will do over time. But basically, our GDP has been doing so fucking well recently that it's really carried our income up a matter of notches. So that's actually quite good, and we're kind of close to our 80% target of GDP, which is a little bit fucking nuts. I'll be honest, a little bit nuts, a little bit stupid that I ever made that. But hey ho, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. This has been Democracy 3 Electioneering, Brexit Britain. Until next time, folks. Bye.